Hey everyone, Jocular Claymore here, and welcome to Final Fantasy XVI, the Rising Tide DLC. So I've been really excited about this one for a while. Just saying for the video that there will be full spoilers for the main story, as well as the Echoes of the Fallen DLC, as I've played both of those. Now I'm starting the Rising Tide for the first time. So if you don't want spoilers or anything, I highly recommend that you play the game yourself or watch someone else play it. But either way, I'm happy that you're here. So let's get on in and start playing. So this just dropped today. I'm going to go ahead and load in my player save. As you can see here, we have the Rising Tide questline. A new questline, the Rising Tide, is now available by inspecting the reading table in Clive's hideaway chambers. Now, as far as I know, this does rely on you having made it to, like if you can see on the top right, back to their origin, the main quest scenario. So that's like at the very end. So you're going to have to make it to that point in the main story, as well as two side quests that involve Joshua and Jill. I forget the names off the top of my head, but you have to do those first. So, as you can see here, we are in. I have my trusty Omega sword from the Echoes of the Fallen DLC, which is really cool. It was, like it was like a lot of combat as you're climbing a tower and things get progressively harder and harder. So, yeah, it looks like you're gonna want to go here. Well, I do see. I wonder what that is, but we'll check that out in a bit. Let's go to the reading table and unmark. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this looks like the Rising Tide. Okay, so unmarked. Sid, I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue. Let's go. And despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more, for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands. But if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach, and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied. Need the mysterious request? Hell yeah, we're gonna do that.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there.
Thanks, later.
I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned.
Warden of Water, that's cool.
What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crashing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, They will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Ooh. That music, though. Sulkin is just an amazing composer. Otto said it reminded me of Otto said it reminded me of Deadpool, and his friend is like, "I go with you, but I don't want to." He just understands. All right, chasing the tides. Quest destinations for the rising tide are indicated with a brit. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. Temporarily replacing objectives. Got it. Here's to restore everything here. To do some return tab. Okay, got it. Perfect. Okay. So find Layla in Northreach. I should be stocked up on items, but let's check just in case.
There's something about it.
I've done so much testing, different footage and different saves, so I just gotta be sure. We'll go to our good friend Karen, who, by the way, you talked to her to access the Echoes of the Fallen DLC.
Clive,
Browse.
if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Yep, so I thought we had it in stock.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You also gotta love the voice acting in this game, which is superb.
Finished, are you?
Alright, now, what we're gonna do is go to our map and look for that icon. Yep, there it is. And let's head on over. I've been super excited about this because I love Leviathan. Probably my favorite icon titan. I keep forgetting the terms that they use, but you know what I mean. They're all in all the Final Fantasy games anyway. But I love Leviathan. I've been excited for this for a long time.
Garrison said they take another 100.
Let's check the local map just to make sure. Okay, so just go straight through here. Oh, okay.
Those whites will think twice.
To the Veil it is then.
As for my overall thoughts on Final Fantasy 16 in general,
Looks like you've got
I love this game. Love it, love it.
Enough talk.
Doing all the side quests, the main story itself. I know people had issues with the combat system and the party system being different, but I didn't mind it. Okay, so we found Layla. Let's go talk to her.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
Ooh. Layla?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
And girl?
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
I already like her.
We're here about the letter.
Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Okay. Make the coastline. Wrong thing. I always mix up the local map with the world map. Okay, so yeah, that's it. There isn't like an obelisk nearby that we can fast travel to, so that's fine. I'm terrible at directions, so just
Does
fair
anyone else
warning.
think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
What if she realizes the value of the information she's party to?
And the danger it puts her in.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed fiends.
Going the right direction. Yeah, good enough.
Do be
We
careful.
can always get on our chocobo. Or like right now. Ambrosia, her name is, I believe.
Good girl.
Alright, so
Run like the wind.
go this way. I have to be careful not to mix up controls because I also played. I finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth not too long ago. Amazing game, by the way. Highly recommended. This should be fine.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
It's fine. Expectant.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Okay, so far so good. Empty tent. Nothing sus here. Inspect skip.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Alright, continue the search. You know what, let's pet Torgal. I love that you can pet the dog in this game. No, Clive, pet Torgal. There you go. That's a good boy. Torgal is like the best boy. Ever. Ever. Alright, inspect fire pit.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
Who's asking? Hello.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moths of Water.
It's a new place, I think.
The moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair.
Cool.
Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive.
Hell yeah.
Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty. So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you.
She reminds me of the warrior class from Final Fantasy
Wave was
XIV.
raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Well, that's messed up. Should never have been born.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Going down the bayou. What's a bay, but whatever. Same difference. Okay, so plot thickens. New part of the map. Very cool. Can we fast travel there already? Looks like we can. The Lost Cloak. If you manage to navigate the cloak's narrow mountaintop pass without plummeting to your death, you'll be rewarded with a breathtaking view of blighted wastelands stretching from the Oilifeist Bay to the Sea of Grace. Very cool. Let's do it. I also highly recommend that if you play Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO, right now there's the limited time quest, the Path Infernal, I think it's called, which is a crossover with Final Fantasy XVI. I played it, and I uploaded the clip on my channel. It's really fun.
Alright, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes.
Oh, glamorous. I know that.
Don't take my word for it. Watch.
Whoa! I'm not sure we've seen glamours in this game. I don't remember.
Oh, that was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Oh, Clive.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Ooh, yes! The rising tide, baby! Title card! That was a great intro. Wow. Very pretty. I'm hyped. Yeah, I guess towards the end of the main story, like the skies become blighted.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Adventure awaits!
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Beautiful soundtrack. Wow. So calming.
Finally.
Oh, I guess we skip all the climbing.
You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Homecoming. Alright, and we got an obelisk for fast travel. Nice. Party makeup has changed. Oh, so I guess because we have Shula now. Alright. Let's see what we're up against. God, the soundtrack is gorgeous. This is something I would listen to, like, in my spare time.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace? It's all the same to me.
Think I see some enemies. I don't know, can we fall? No, we can't anyway. Combat! Here we go! Alright. So we got Odin's abilities here. Love the combat in this game. People have compared it to like Devil May Cry, and if I recall correctly, somebody on the Devil May Cry team worked on this game, but please correct me on that. So what I'm doing is building up my Zanzatsuken sword ability, which does this move right here. So satisfying. Can be a great boss finisher.
Spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
Yeah, so she was never branded. Shiva! Oh, that was easy. As you can see, I'm level 49. I know there's another level cap. I forget off the top of my head. I know there's a level cap for Clive in this DLC that they increased. So, I think
We're almost at the summit.
I should be leveled fine.
There you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Mysidia. Whoa! Pretty.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so...
Alive. How
I'm
is-
sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
I love campfire story time. Alright, onward.
It's beautiful, Shula. And we aim to keep it that way.
Are you hostile? No? Okay. Then we'll leave you alone. Yeah, I can see I don't have access to my chocobo here. Maybe later.
Are those stones glowing? That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Oh, okay. My face gets right up in there. There's a sprint button that I know of. I know it's overkill, but it's cool. That's ridiculous. I think I picked up the thing. Oh no, there it is. I also love that.
This surge was an act of rage.
One wonders what prompted it.
I was gonna say I love when you can pick up potions, and if you have a full inventory, it'll automatically use it. So if you're down on health, it'll heal you. So I do love that feature. Widowmaker. I wonder if are these new enemies, like, unique to this location? Oh, I think I missed that. Nice. Oh yeah, Sheila, let's go. She's cool. I like her. I saw the thing there. Magic Dash, alright. I just can't help it. Every time I walk past Torvald and I see the prompt, I have to pet him. Okay, we were going downhill, right? Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, the icons I have on at the moment are Phoenix, Odin, and Shiva. I like having these three, but of course I'm super excited for Leviathan, so, we'll get there when we get there and level up and all that good stuff.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
Joshua, did you take your medicine today? It's kind of a running thing in the main story that, Joshua's sick and the physician Tarja is always like, Joshua, take your fucking medicine. Halt, who goes there?
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Open the gates. That soundtrack, though. So tranquil.
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall,
It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
I'll do that.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Yeah. Exactly, Clive. It's exactly what I said. Okay, so we have an obelisk. Very nice. So the Witten Hall's there. But yeah, let's explore first. See if we can find some goodies. I wonder what culture inspired, what real life culture inspired, you know, the design of this culture, these people. Ageless better. No.
Just you stay away from that temple.
I will not. Go in there.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it.
Outsiders should stay on the outside. Dude, I don't want it. Can I go up there? Did I miss something? I'll jump over that. No. You sure I can't go there? You sure about that? See a scarecrow? No, I guess not. Alright. You know what's funny is that I kept checking the PlayStation Store for the Rising Tide, and I never saw it. I only saw like the expansion pass thing, and it always said unavailable, unavailable. And I'm like, is this DLC ever gonna drop? Am I taking crazy pills and it's just not happening? But no, it dropped this morning, I think. The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Are they unwell? I really wonder if that's a reference because we're white, right? Clive, Jill, Joshua are white, and it looks like the people here are
Please, Grandad.
indigenous of color. There has to be more. I only found like one chest. I see a chocobo. Can't go inside the houses. I bet the chocobo.
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
Eh, don't want to talk to you. Really? Nothing else?
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do.
Alright, well, to the Wooden Hall we go. I'm loving the vibes. Like, this whole village is an aesthetic. I don't know what, but it feels like one. Okay.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
Walyas.
This man, Walyas, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
Ooh.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
I hope this child just hasn't been abandoned. Someone must be taking care of him. But that's interesting implications.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Seal obtained. You accept the ceaseless rill from Shula.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Bid you good tide. I see what they did there. So yeah. Muy
Our storehouse
interesante.
lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Fair enough. I'm loaded. I'm loaded with cash. Yeah, so very interesting. So as I understand it, the Leviathan is somehow preserving Walius, the child, preserving its youth. Makes me wonder, like, if there are other abilities that the Icons can do to their dominance. I mean, we've seen, like, extents of that in the main story, but interesting. Alright, yeah, I like to do side quests,
Sid!
so see what they are. Sid!
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him.
Oh, his birthday!
He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into.
It's a little sus.
Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Alright, well, fetch quest. Well, alright. I like that the quest name is It's the Thought That Counts.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
2 basketfuls. You got it. Alright, so, yeah, this way. Try not to spoil Final Fantasy VII Rebirth if you haven't played it. That reminds me because there are also like 1 or 2 flower quests in that as well.
I'm not arguing.
Alright, so talk to you.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings?
Spare a basket?
Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah, Werder wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Everyone's acting strangely. Just saying. Alright, and then next flower picker over, Hello.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Okay.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Oh. Quick complete. After completing the main objective of some quests, you may be given the option to quick travel to the quest's final destination. You see a prompt in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pull down to immediately travel to the NPC eagerly awaiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory, and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled via game settings in the system menu. Interesting. That's new. So, after completing the main objective, option quick travel. Okay, so I guess that's an update to like streamline the fast travel process, so that you don't have to like go into world map and then hover over to the area you need to go to. It's helpful. Let's see.
Time to visit Pavard.
Okay. Oh, so I guess we can do that now. Yep. Report to Pavard. Yep. That's cool. That's handy. What?
What do you want?
Bruh.
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
Here, take them. You ungrateful bastard.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the 2 of you to get acquainted.
Nani?
What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village.
I see.
It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
So he's our blacksmith.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, alright?
All right.
Alright then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You're
You
welcome.
use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. To remind us where we come from, like.
As motes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it.
That's the seal that we have, right?
And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Oh. The cool gesture. It's the thought that counts. Got some experience from that. Collection birth. I never really used these, to be honest. Pretty good with my setup. Which, if you're curious, oh, Haven Foundry now available. Oh. If you're curious, I can show you like what accessories I have on because you can have different ones that affect your gameplay and things like that. So, should be under gear and icons. Yeah. Oh. Tired of having to manually adjust your iconic ability set each time you want to use different abilities? Did you know you can register up to 5 sets? Yeah, you can. So, I saw this already. You can basically like create other sets of abilities if you want to. I'm not gonna get into that now, but okay. So my gear, I'm using the Omega 11, which you get again. Once again, you get it from the Echoes of the Fallen DLC. My belt, Fallen Belt +2, Fallen Bracelets +2, and then as for the accessories, I have Ring of Timely Focus. So when equipped, time slows before an available enemy attack strikes Clive. So it gives you some more time to dodge. Ring of Timely Assistance. So this is, pet commands are executed automatically, and Torgal's actions will adapt to Clive. So it's just nice to have, Torgal be able to do his own thing and not have me issuing commands all the time. And Badge of Might +1. Awarded soldiers from parallel displays of courage, feel the battle, increases attack by 12. Yeah, so there you go. So I've pretty much had the same accessories the whole game. If I recall correctly. So I mean, just works for me. Anyway, I know I saw another side quest. Yeah. So I think maybe we have time for one more side quest, and then continue with the main story because I do want to end this video on, like an epic note if possible, so like a boss fight or something. I don't know how far we are, but okay. So pursuit of knowledge. Where are you? There you are.
Wait. Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away.
Leagues away.
How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, needs must.
I get it. Times are tough.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce. The heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
I offered. The pursuit of knowledge? Alrighty then.
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! Should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
Ruka.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Alright, cool. Actually, let's check out the blacksmith. Let's see, yeah. Let's see what you got.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Okay, so, yeah, Everdark's already, yeah, it's already not an upgrade. Something else also is that, I had grinded for what I thought was, well, what I guess is the strongest sword in the main game. What's it called? Omerdomerung or something. I grinded for that, and then I finished the Echoes of the Fallen DLC, and I got the Omega Sword, which was better. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just take that then. Okay, so, yeah, I'm not seeing anything stronger here. So, I bid you good day, sir. Alright, let's head on over. Speak to the guard by the low gate.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Oi!
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka. I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. It's safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
Okay. Check the local map. Yeah, okay, so go straight, make a left. Doesn't look like I have my chocobo yet. Speaking of chocobos,
This must be the path.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, oh my god, like, I'm sure a lot of people feel strongly about the way that you unlock chocobo travel in each region. Can be tedious, but that's a different plate of cookies for a different glass of milk. Alright, oh, looks like there you are, Luca. Hello, Poppy.
It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Clive is so good with kids, honestly.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
And Chipotles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
Now you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Rook is back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
Yeah, my cat.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
Hey. Yeah, so it's good we do these side quests because that way we unlock the blacksmith as well as the item merchant. So. All right. Haven Store's now available. All right. Now that should be the 2 side quests for now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and proceed with the main story. Well, actually, where are you? Yeah, let's see if we need anything. We already stocked up, but...
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, what's the route you wanted? When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
Oh. Yeah, that looks good. It's only like a +4, but that's fine. We'll take that.
Well, if you're sure you need it.
Well, what was with that reaction? What about this? Yeah?
May it serve you well.
Why do you sound so sad? Like, you're sure? I mean, you're selling it. If you don't want to part with it, don't sell it. I'm not to sell it.
I'll be here.
Cool.
What do you think the tributary sees and knows outside?
You know I can hear you, right?
How long do you think this bridge has
Did you hear that, girl?
Alright. Oh. Oh, wait. Opening the door, Aragorn style, with both hands.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Also, I want to see something. How do you access, I forget, the active Time Lore? Oops. Yeah, I'll look at it later. Basically, what I love about this game is that it has something called like the active Time Lore, where you can basically pause the game and catch up on lore. Come here! Not epic enough. We'll fix that. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, Shula with the axe, very cool. Alright, anyway.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Yeah, Clive, you idiot.
Get him.
Gotta love that Phoenix shift. like, now I'm here, and now I'm here. Stab, stab. Alright. Still a ways away. Oh yeah. And,
I doubt even Ambrosia could find me here.
yeah, so we don't have our chocolate though. I wonder if that's gonna be the whole time. Tonberries? I love / hate tonberries. Gotta be careful with these because typically they can one-shot you like in other Final Fantasy games. I don't know how they are here, but gotta be careful. Alright. Alright, let's do... Come here. I like their designs here. Alright, cool. I saw something back here. Let's get that. Gimme. Shiny! Alright, yeah, so go here, stick to the right. Friend! Yeah, like it takes a while for Clive to do that run with his. Slash, slash! Oh. I love Odin's abilities. It just takes a while to build up, as you can see on the top on the left side. So you see the Zanzetsuken? Is that 4? You gotta build it up to 5 to do your super finishing move. Alright, right track? Yeah. In terrible direction, so I'm just gonna constantly be checking my map.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, look at that.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
That's beautiful. You guys see an obelisk in the distance? Oh, those are the glamour light things. There's another shiny.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
So is that like the ocean? Like, is that water frozen by magic? That's really cool. Take this out. Okay, now we can do our thing. Omae wa mo shinderu. You are already dead. We're gonna switch back to Phoenix. Good old Phoenix. Anything over here? Oh. Alright. So we made it to the bridge from the obelisk.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
That's true, actually. It'd be cool if they added like a swimming mechanic for this DLC, but I doubt it. Alright. Cross the bay to Cape Nepto. Let's do it. Gotta meet this baby. That's just gorgeous. It's like really keeping with the theme of being frozen in time, like Walnus. Walnus, the baby.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
Walia.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
I'm nervous to see, like, the state that he's
The
in.
forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Onwards we go! You know it's serious when the orchestra is blaring.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
I'm loving this. This is a gorgeous vista. I might get this for my wallpaper.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in mid.
That's true, yeah.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
Well, I think it's cool. I wonder if, like, you run your hand through the droplets. Like, do they move or do they just stay frozen?
Up ahead.
I don't surf, but this is cool. This would look cool to surf. Oh, a crater.
Down in the center. Follow me.
Whoa. Oh my god. That's messed up.
Still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Fair enough.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Oh, controller's vibrating. Ooh.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
So cool.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
I was gonna say that was a little too easy. I mean, I know as a child, but still. Well, hello. This is what we came for, baby.
He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Boss fight, baby. Okay. The power of water. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Leviathan's essence. Attuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Cross-Swell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Leviathan's iconic Serpent's Cry can be used to summon to Clive's off-arm a sea-spitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. Oh, that looks cool. Pressing square in this state will unleash a tidal torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet of water, a tidal stream, at enemies situated just outside melee range. Oh god. Using these attacks will deplete your tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge will slowly replenish over time, but can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. Tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing precision dodge. Well, that's good. While using Serpent's Cry, pressing R1 again while dodging will cause Clive to roll into the air, extending the dodge even further. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling by pressing square. It's a lot, but okay, let's give it a try.
Leviathan!
Just a leggy.
Ah.
A formidable adversary nonetheless.
Ah! Okay, gotta watch that. Tidal gauge. So cool. Oh, okay. Ah! Okay. This is gonna take me a while, but I'll get it. Ah! Okay. This is not good. Okay. Nice. Woo! Refill? Damn it. Refill? There we go. Refill. No. Ah! Refill. Yeah, gotta be faster. Pew 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 pew. Alright. Try this. Damn, that timing though. Ah! Like the machine gun, it's so cool. Too early. Gotta heal.
That's better.
Nice. Ah. Ah! Uh-oh. Dutch. Nice. Da, 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 da. Okay. I'll get the hang of it. I know that was like kind of going slow and like very cautious, but very cool. Alright.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
Very interesting. This baby.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
This baby's gonna be the main antagonist. Hello. Very nice. Alright.
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
Alright. So I want to see if we have, yeah, Leviathan channeled. Let's see what skills we have here. $2166 ability points. So, Serpent's Cry, Summon the Water, Serpent that transforms. Basic, okay, so I have to be using those basic attacks more, square and triangle. Alright, that. Deluge. Launch a long-range rapid-fire solid water capable of... Okay. Abyssal Tier. Open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea, and when the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. Oh yeah, it's kind of like the like that lock-on feature where you can lock on a bunch of times. Okay. Tsunami. Conjure a whirling wave of titanic proportions to swallow up and spit out all enemies caught in the surf. That looks cool. Let me get that. And then Crosswell, create twin waves that rush inward, dragon swarms. Yeah, I thought this one was okay. Great. You need 6,000 to master it. Because, yeah, I'm probably going to get more upgrade points since I... Well, the good thing here is that you can respec all you want. I may have to, yeah, I'm going to have to switch it with, maybe I can, I don't want to reset all abilities. That's going to take some time to get back to stuff. But let's see. Okay, so Water Serpent. This one's good. We'll get this. So that's mastered. And then we'll need 6,000 to master this one. Let's see if I can switch it up here. So switch you for Leviathan. Wait. Deluge. Tsunami. Go. And then this one is keep that one and upgrade. Alright. So, I think this is a great place to wrap this up. We got our boss battle that we wanted. It was very cool. I do plan to, I want to get better with using Leviathan abilities, but I think we're in for a really exciting time. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Share your thoughts on what you think of this DLC, if you're playing it, or what you're excited to see from it. Don't forget to save your progress, and I'll see you in the next video.